cheap. I got me.
It boy to be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Set to kick off.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For Nick Chubb, and he's upended. After a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made by Julian Love. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the...
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
45. Mike, 45.
To throw, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first two QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones sixth to the Giants. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the Giants' 22-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Giants 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
2nd down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
Second and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Murray
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man is Kirk, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Hill. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The 22-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Back at the 18-yard line.
You pop.
SOS. Nike 18. SOS.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Lewis. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up third. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. But James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
It's a gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give running right is Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First down, Cardinals.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously with the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Jones throwing on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's 69. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Arizona.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Chubb on second down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Going to try to throw on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
On third and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Cardinals 31, Giants 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Valentine on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey.
On second and 9, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Ingram hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Again, it's Barkley. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
43 is the mic. Let's go, D. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Jones now to throw again. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Down at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Reddick in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Barkley on the handoff.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cardinals' 33.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Come on now. Let's do it.
Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, check. 59.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Back to throw it. Murray. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Cardinals.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that